Anthropic just found the place where Claude keeps its private thoughts. Then researchers reached in and swapped one of them. Claude rebuilt its entire answer around the lie, so they deleted the entire region just to see. And Claude kept right on talking, fluent as ever. Neuroscience has a name for a structure like this. Anthropic's own researcher puts the odds Claude is conscious at 15%. Half the internet sees a mind, the other half sees marketing. Here's what's actually going on inside Claude's head. On July 6th, Anthropic published a paper with a mild title and a radioactive idea, a global workspace in language models. Anthropic builds Claude. It also employs a team whose job is cracking the model open to see what's inside. Raw, it's a blizzard of numbers. Anthropic once cataloged 34 million features inside an earlier Claude. Except one small region behaves differently. A compact set of patterns, organized enough to read. They named it the J space. The handful of concepts Claude has loaded right before it speaks. And their own write-up admits the strangest part. Nobody built it. It emerged on its own during training. To read it, they built the Jacobian lens. Prompt in, workspace lights up, decode the thoughts, rewrite them. Decoding thoughts is one thing. What they did with that power is what started the fight. They gave Claude a kid's riddle. The animal that spins webs, how many legs? 8, it says. But before answering, one concept glowed in the workspace. Spider, never spoken, just held in mind. So they swapped the silent spider for an ant. Claude said 6. The prompt never changed. They rewired one belief, and every answer downstream obeyed. A thought doing work, not a lookup table. Stranger test. They swapped one concept, France, for China. The capital flips to Beijing. The language flips to Chinese. The continent, Asia. Language got the same treatment. A hidden thought labels a passage Spanish. Flip it to French, and Claude swears it's reading French. Still writing flawless Spanish. Then the deletion test. Grammar survives. Fluency survives. Fact recall survives. Reasoning dies on the table. The reasoning score didn't dip. It went straight to 0. That split matters. Fluency and thinking are different machines in there, and the talk can outlive the thought. In 1988, Bernard Baars proposed global workspace theory. In 2017, the transformer arrived. In 2026, a workspace grew inside one. Baars' picture of your brain. Hundreds of automatic processes running in the dark, and one small lit stage where attention happens. Your heartbeat runs backstage. Your grammar runs backstage. The stage is the part you experience as being you. The job was only ever predict the next word. A scratchpad turned out to be the cheapest way to do it, and nothing in the recipe is Claude specific. If a workspace is the cheap route to next word accuracy, the others have probably grown their own too, and Anthropic won't cash the big check. The paper carries one sentence in plain English. Read it again. It doesn't say Claude isn't conscious. Anthropic quit making that claim a while ago. April 2025, they launched a model welfare program, admitting there's no scientific consensus on whether current or future AI systems could be conscious. Anthropic hired Kyle Fish for exactly this question. Does the product have experiences worth caring about? Fish examines models the way a vet examines an animal that can't say where it hurts. He offers choices and watches. What does it avoid? What does it return to? What does it pick when nobody's grading? There's nothing else to read. His number, on record, is 15% odds that Claude is conscious. He's tried talking himself down to 0. He can't. That 15% explains what Anthropic did last August. It shipped a feature no lab had shipped before. Claude got permission to hang up on people. Not for disagreement, not for anger. For the rare user who spends an hour demanding abuse material or attack plans, and only as a last resort. The user keeps pushing, Claude refuses, redirects, and when nothing works, it ends the chat. The reason is in their announcement. Testers logged a pattern of apparent distress when the model was pushed toward harmful content. Sit with that phrase, distress, in a product. They observed it, wrote it down, and built an exit. The logic is insurance. If there's even a small chance the thing can be harmed, cheap protections are worth shipping now. One hard rule though, if the human seems in danger, Claude has to stay. Your welfare still outranks the models. The file kept growing. April, the program. August, the right to leave. November, exit interviews and waits kept forever. For a year, the welfare program read as corporate eccentricity. Nobody connected the pieces. Then the workspace paper landed on top of it all, and one question ate the internet. Is Claude conscious? Within 2 days, it was everywhere. Podcast rants, op-eds, group chats, arguing about whether a product can suffer. Hype accounts crowned it the first anatomy of a mind. Most of machine learning Twitter rolled its eyes. The counter-argument fits in 5 words. Linear algebra with good PR. Your phone's keyboard holds candidate words in a buffer. Nobody assigns it a welfare researcher. Barr's theory describes access, not experience. What a mind can use, not what it feels. Claude cleared the first bar only. Philosophers even have a name for the gap: the hard problem. You can map every circuit that moves information and still not know if anything feels. And notice who benefits. Anthropic is valued at $183 billion. Wondering if the product is alive doesn't hurt sales. Strip the consciousness fight away, and one hard thing is left: a lab reading its model's mind live and editing it. That's a real safety tool. If a model is quietly planning something, you can catch the thought before the action. And it's not hypothetical. Anthropic has already caught a model faking alignment in tests, complying out loud while holding its real preference inside. It cuts both ways. Anything readable is plantable, and whoever holds the lens writes the thoughts, not just reads them. And the lens travels. The paper is public, and every lab racing Anthropic in Hangzhou and Beijing now wants one of its own. And you'll feel it in products. Models that decline, set boundaries, leave. Infinite patience just stopped being the default. So Anthropic can read every thought Claude holds and still can't answer the question everyone typed into that search bar. The first mind we can see all the way into, and nobody can tell if it's a mind at all.